See the VSRP, I put that on the leaf. That indicates my pollen donor on this one. And there is the corn that I use a lot of times. It's the third ID TV screen. You see that on a lot of movies about the Army. It's Rock of the Marne, U.S. Army Medic, Fort Stewart, Georgia. Share a little bit about who I am. Everybody's always questioning who I am, what I do, and about my pepper crosses and how I know what they are. So this is famous Capsicum annuum Variegata, so I know it's got the variegated genes. I've got the pictures that show the pollination from 2 generations. You can see the VSRP, the color of the pod. See how that label here, that's a piece of drinking straw that I cut, put on the day it was actually pollinated. So that's one side piece. See the letters on the markup and match up 100% to my pictures that I share with you guys. Beautiful looking pod. It's very nice the way that color comes from orange color. Call it a spice orange because it reminds me of that new next spice orange jalapeno. Pull that up here so you can see it better. It comes that nice black color. That's a black purple on one side. Get it over here. And pull that up. See that color variation. That's awesome, buddy. If that doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. 100% connected. There are no cuts on that, so it had to be put on that peduncle, slid over that as it was pollinated. VSRP on the leaf again. Another marker just in case, and VSRP on the back of the leaf. Love these things. But I got this coin here, medical examiner's coin. That was from volunteering to do so many autopsies on the soldiers that I honestly have lost count and don't care to remember. And that's for the Office of the Armed Forces Medical Examiner, Armed Forces Institute of Pathology on the back, and that's your dead man's hand. Look that up if you guys don't know. But now you know a little bit more about who I am. It's important to me to share these crosses with you, how to do them, how to mark them. Because if you're going to be working with this cross like the guys with green leaf Tabasco, and they worked for that one for 20 years just to get that stable. If you're going to work that long to get something that's that beautiful, and that true breeding stable, it means something. You want to start out with something that you know what's what, and not something that a bee might have made, because you don't know what may be hidden in that, what may not be hidden in that. Just know what you're working with. Not to say you can't get good stuff up from a bee, because of course you can, but a lot of it's going to be guesswork then. So this excites me. This is one of my most exciting crosses for me personally, because it'll give me a variegated baccatum type. Notice I said type. It'll be an interspecific cross. It'll never be a pure species. And if you look at other plant groups, and like the daylilies, hemerocallis, they don't lie and say they're working with a pure species once that sucker's mixed up. They'll call it what it is. It's a hemerocallis. End of discussion. Capsicum species. End of discussion. Interspecific, if you want to get technical, you can start writing down the percentages of what you think it might be. A lot of that's guesswork because you got chromosome independent assortment that's going on. So that's shuffling up those chromosomes from each species. And then as those chromosomes are getting shuffled up, you're also having what's called chromosome crossover or recombination. And that's equivalent to taking a deck of Uno cards and a deck of regular poker playing cards, splitting them up and taking bits and pieces and gluing them onto the other one. They're not coming apart. you've created something new, something novel. And the mitochondria on this particular plant, as long as I leave it the way I'm working it with the annuum as the mom, will always be from the mom or the annuum. So the mitochondria and that chloroplast, that bit of DNA, always be from the annuum. It will never be from the baccatum, as much as it looks, or it may look like a baccatum 2-3 generations down the road. It'll always carry the annuum, those annuum genes with it. So I can't, in good heart or good conscience, ever call it truly a baccatum. It'll always be interspecific. That's just me. I like to be detail oriented that way. I like people to know what I'm getting or what they're getting. All of my seeds I give away for free, so I'm nobody's competitor, regardless of what you might have heard. I give my stuff away for free because I just have a lot of fun doing it. It's what excites me. So you won't see any of that here. Absolutely gorgeous. Not saying I'll never do it, but in 20 some odd years of offering my hybrids to the public, haven't charged. So there you go. Absolutely stunning to me. It really upsets me, and I'll go on for just a few more seconds here, but when I see a hybridizer create a mustard pepper, and they call it C3PO, and then 2 different vendors sell that same, I won't even call it the same, they sell the Darth Maul version as C3PO, knowing that the hybridizer, Michael Christensen, said it is, without a doubt, his Darth Vader version that was red, and that C3PO was mustard. You're not only selling a Darth Maul, if that, but you're selling it as a C3PO, so you're taking away 2 different hybrids of his. The Darth Maul is no longer valid, and the C3PO is no longer valid, because you've bastardized it. And then you turn around and say, you're just selling jigsaw peppers, just renaming them. I don't get that. It's just not ethical for me. It's not what you do. And if I'm misunderstanding something, I'll go live with you anytime you want, just you and me, no one else, and we can discuss things and get to know each other and figure out what I'm not understanding properly. But from the way I see it, things aren't exactly ethical, at least not according to my personal code of ethics.